Bowie!
One Bowie!
One Bowie! Hey, we did it!
Oh, yeah.
What are we doing this time? How do you open this thing? There's no... For those of you at home, I'm effing with Aldi brand, so I don't think it comes with a tab. I think that's what you pay that extra $1 for. Because I think this is only $6.99.
Well, that's not bad. This is only $7.99. Out of order.
Yeah, it's usually not.
Tried and true, Doug. Tried and true.
I know. I remember when you tried to stray once.
Bill, what are you doing up there? John? I don't know if I've ever seen him up there.
Jesus, you are...
Heck of a time. A heck of a time!
Oh, there it is. It was hiding. Oh, it was not where it should have been. Thanks for the message, Jeff.
I forgot we talked.
Yeah. We talked about how Stranglehold is great.
Yeah.
Because it is. It just is.
Yeah.
This part is one of my favorite parts. Just a very simple this part.
I like the
This part too, when the drums kick in. Right here.
I like this part.
When the groove actually hits, yeah.
Now, baby. Are you doing the podcast now, or is this the pregame? This is kind of the pregame.
It's kind of, yeah, I mean, we started the thing. The actual audio portion of the podcast hasn't started yet. Hey, Jeff, can you hear it?
Such a dirtbag.
Jeff, can you hear that the stranglehold going on in the background? Now, baby. That's one of my favorite parts too.
Saying Ted Cruz is a bitch now. I don't know why.
He would love Ted Cruz.
Yeah, probably. Oh, that he can hear it. Baby.
Oh,
We got a new Twitter follower.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Rempy B. Brittany Rempy.
Brit Brat. Hashtag Brit Brat.
I'm gonna follow her.
Don't.
Oh shit, too late. Oh.
All right, ready?
Yes!
All right,
I'm thirsty.
we'll start it up. Jeff, be quiet. When the song's on, you can't. No talking.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
Welcome to the fourth annual Juicy. With your hosts, Jesse and Nick.
Hey!
Hey, everyone.
Oh, God. Sorry, guys. That was... I just kind of went with that. Hey, guys. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, everyone.
So this is Juicy's. So it's a champagne special occasion,
Obviously.
and I can't wait. So I'm just gonna open mine.
Enjoy safely. Please read warning below. Below what?
Blow on the bowl.
Look at my reaction. You scared me.
I kind of scared myself.
You'll see it.
I'm watching. I'm watching.
You see it?
You covered your face. That was awesome. So I'm going with the tried and true Bellator, but Jesse,
I might hand me that bag. Is there anything in it?
yeah. Here you go, bud.
Because I have a feeling I don't know. I know how Bellatori reacts. When I open it.
It's Bellator, but that's fine. So he's trying an Aldi brand.
Bellator.
I'm gonna have oh. All right, sounds good.
It's Bellatori.
Hey, bud, is this our 4th annual Juicies?
Have we been doing this for
4 years?
Yeah, this would be our final. Juicy's is triannual, technically, but these are our final Juicy
final
Awards.
Juicies, our 4th annual final Juicies.
Yeah.
Congratulations, buddy. And
Tinks.
Down the hatch. He's gonna get a moment of silence. Actually, you just take a drink first while I randomly talk to our. And now I'm gonna take a drink.
Mine is a little bit different. I didn't go with Bellator this time, which I don't think I've ever not done Bellator.
Yeah, you've gotten on my ass about not drinking Bellator.
Yeah, idiot. How dare you? Instead, I was at Aldi the other day.
Excuse me.
I was at Aldi the other day and I picked up Moiselle Sparkling Moscato Spumante.
Maybe that's the stuff that Danielle was at Trader Joe's earlier. She went to go look for a giant bottle of champagne that she wants us to drink sometime. But they didn't have it. But they said that she said they had like $5.99 sparkling wine.
It might be this.
Might be. How is it?
It's not bad. Inspiration for our sparkling wine comes from the fun-loving spirit in all of us.
Oh, come on.
I don't like this anymore. Moiselle Moscato Spumante showcases a refreshing sweetness with mouth-watering tropical flavors of pineapple and lemon lime. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. But
I think it is.
Yeah.
Pineapple was spot on.
Yeah. Well, I knew that.
Yeah.
I just like that.
But I think it's Lemon Lime.
Lemon Lime?
Yeah. Lemon Lime.
Lemon Lime? Yeah. Lemon Lime?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Figures.
Oh, we got both cats on the fireplace mantle now.
Well, they can actually get up there because there's not stuff all over it, so that's special.
Yeah, you guys clear out some. That was like a
Speaking of
sensor.
clearing out some space.
Well, I was
Did you hear that?
I was gonna say shit, but right as I started to say shit, you belched. It was like a fucking sensor. That was fantastic. Oh,
I had nachos.
Oh,
We had healthy nachos.
how? What? That?
Well, veggie nachos. They were cheese.
What the fuck is
and,
happening?
And veggies
Okay.
and turkey instead of
Where are the chips?
beef. Chips. Just regular chips.
Oh, so you did have chips, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like kale chips or anything.
I thought maybe
stupid like that.
maybe your vegetables were your chips.
Oh, God.
Okay. See, that's where I thought you were going with this one, and it wasn't. So I'm all right with it. I
That's good.
had leftovers, pulled pork and mac and cheese and stuff.
Ooh, that sounds good. Did
Yeah.
you put them together?
I did.
Ooh. Nice. Very nice.
That was awesome. Your face, you look so
Like surprised it happened. What? Still easy. I probably have to go soon. My wife keeps trying to.
Why didn't you not finish that? Fantastic. Well, thanks for dropping in, Jeff. That's great. Hilarious.
Oh God! Already off to a great start. This is fantastic.
I got tears already.
Yeah, we're not even like 2 drinks into our friggin'
No.
drinks.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, son of a bitch!
That Steve McQueen looking mother.
Don't you dare insult Steve McQueen.
Yeah, that's true. Steve McQueen car looking.
Maybe Steve McQueen, the director, but that's still an insult to the director. The directors.
Is that 2 different people?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Steve McQueen, known from Bullet and Magnificent Seven, is dead. He's been dead a while.
Well,
In
I
The
didn't
Great
know
Escape.
if you were talking about. Oh. And Steve McQueen, the director, looks nothing like him.
Yeah. Yep. Quite
different. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
To say the least. Quite indeed.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Brandon, and take a goddamn seat.
Yeah, idiot. No one cares about you anyway. You look dumb.
Oh man. Yep.
So, who's your mammoth?
I don't know. Oh well, that's not true. I'm going Tom Brady. I kind of want to go to the Rams for the Rams game, but honestly, I'm only going Brady because he's going to his 10th Super Bowl,
Yeah. Well,
and he's 41 years old, and he was making plays. He was making stuff look easy on Sunday. I don't know. Jesus Christ. But like I said, he's 41 years old.
Those
But
smell
I don't. He's on. You put him in a picture.
That's why I've been so silent.
Shit. His team around him isn't like remarkable, but he's still.
Here we have Steve McQueen, the actor, and Steve McQueen, the director. As we were saying, slightly different.
Yeah, Steve McQueen, the actor, doesn't have glasses,
Yeah. Or a beard.
and he's dead.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Let's put that to
He also
rest.
has hair.
And he doesn't wear suit and ties.
You know what? He did in the Thomas Crown Affair.
Shut up.
Okay. Never mind.
No, he didn't.
But he did, and I have the movie on DVD.
Well, that's your first problem. DVD, you're probably so blurry you can't see, but he actually wasn't. It's like these jeans. You see, these jeans are
Those
actually
jeans
sweatpants.
did friggin' fool me
I bet you
earlier.
he's just wearing one of those tuxedo shirts.
Jesse's wearing sweatpants that look like jeans, and he got up to go to the garage earlier, and I thought he was wearing. Honestly, I thought you were wearing jeans, and I thought they were just very big and falling off you. And then I realized that you pointed out that they're sweatpants. It blew my fucking mind.
Oh, they're so comfortable too.
Hey, who's your
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Get that rat face toad licking fuck out of here.
My Brandon Man is Sony Michel. Another Pat Riot. See, he did really great last week, and I didn't pick him. Because of whoever else I picked. Can't remember. So I figured he had 113. He was the only running back with over 100 yards.
He's honestly looked.
He had 113 yards and 2 touchdowns. So
He's
there
been
you
the
go.
best running back in the playoffs
Yeah,
this season. And
that's saying something. Can
with Ty Gurley, you had Zeke and
Alvin
Alvin
Kamara.
Kamara and Mark Ingram.
even Derrick Henry.
And CJ Anderson.
Wait. Yeah, that's who I picked last week. Derek, did the Titans make it? Titans made it.
No.
Sure?
Yes?
You sure they made it?
I feel really bad that I don't remember.
Yeah. I don't remember either. We can look it up. They'd be in the wild card. Melvin Gordon? No, they didn't make it. Houston and Indianapolis both made it from that.
Houston!
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's bad. Hey guys, we have a football podcast.
Ugh. Yeah, we can't remember every loser team that's out there, right? I mean, come on. What do you want us to do?
Yeah, we got to spend all of our time thinking about our loser teams.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Surprisingly, I have not done another mock draft since they got knocked out of the contention since their last game, which is surprising for me. Usually, I would have had like 20 in the bag, but they're kind of, you need to like wait a little bit because people are still like declaring for the draft. So you do them now, and it doesn't mean anything.
Yep. Yeah.
What do you want to do? You want to do Juicies? You want to talk about the games?
Yeah,
Pro Bowl stuff?
Let's talk about the games, and then we'll do Juicies or games. And I don't have a lot to talk about the Pro Bowl.
Well, I was just going to go through rosters, I suppose.
When we do games, Pro Bowl, Juicies, we'll just dip through those and then focus on the Juicies.
I have some news.
By the time we do the Juicies, we'll be a little good and loose.
Lucy? For those Juicies?
For the Lucy Juicies. The Juicy Lucy's.
Not any better. Let's go through some news.
Okay. What do you got, Jesse?
Larry Fitzgerald is going to be in Arizona for 2019. His 16th
Sorry,
season.
I was going to totally steal that.
No, go for it.
For his 16th season.
Everyone forget what I just said and listen to what he said.
I'm gonna deliver it with more pizzazz.
Yeah.
More wow.
Kansas City fired their defensive coordinator, Bob Sutton.
Fired.
Yeah. The rumored interests are in Rex Ryan and
brother's
Steve
calling me.
Spagnuolo.
Hey, Chris. Calling while I'm podcasting and I'm answering the phone while I'm
Jeez,
podcasting.
Chris.
Hello, Chris.
What's his deal? Oh,
Hey, Chris. Well, I'll talk to you later, Chris.
jeez. You should have put that on.
I should have.
Kansas City fired Kansas coordinator Bob Sutton,
After 6 seasons.
and as Rex Ryan and Steve Spagnuolo are the leading candidates.
So Rex Ryan, I guess, is like the favorite of Chiefs fans from what I'm seeing.
Okay.
But Spagnola is the favorite for the front office.
All I know is that him and Andy Reid better sit on opposite sides of the benches. Ayo! Just kidding.
If Rex Ryan got hired, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a hefty coaching staff.
Yeah. Fat. I could say that because I got pudge.
I don't like Rex Ryan.
I don't really care for him. He's a blowhard, and he like when he was with Buffalo, he's like, we're gonna win the Super Bowl, and then sucked the entire time.
That would have to be a sought after defensive coordinator position.
Yeah, I would assume so.
They're a Super Bowl contender.
Mm-hmm.
If the Rams win the Super Bowl, do you think more teams are going to spend just an assload in free agency to try to do the build the team to win,
like on 1 year deals and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, 1 year deals are starting to become like the trendy thing to do, like 1 year prove it deals for everybody. Oh, God, that one felt great.
I feel like I've got a bubble right here that I just need to belch out.
Yeah, like that one. That one was from deep inside. All I'm doing is belching up nachos. Every burp I have is disgusting. but I power through because this is what we do.
For the art.
Yeah, it's for the art. It's for the love. It's for the fans, really.
Yeah. All 4 or 8 of them.
Yeah. 8, huh?
4 to 8 of them.
Wow.
We got 8.
Let's see. Who do you think listens to it on a regular basis? Jeff, apparently.
Yeah.
Jeremy. Snowman, my brother. 2 Jeremys. Two Jeremys.
Michael.
Michael, yeah.
Danielle. Emily and Brittany are watching us right now.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
That doesn't count. They're not regular listeners.
Maybe Drew, he might.
We're looking at almost 8, son.
Yeah, that's almost 8. Can we figure out an 8th?
Just throw a bait for all the people who.
Yeah, it's about 8.
Sum upon it.
It's roughly 8.
Roughly 8 fans.
I'm sorry for.
What?
I'm sorry for any fans that we did not name just now. Great, yes. We just lost fans because we tried to name.
Alicia. Oh God. Right.
I don't know if they.
I'm just gonna throw them out there anyway.
Oh yeah, might as well.
But now we're looking at it. Let's choose numbers.
Think we could get
7 to 10.
Yeah, I'd say 7 to 10 is a pretty good one. Might as well go 7 to 12, just in case.
How about we go anywhere between 1 to 100 fans?
Yeah,
we're gonna
100.
1 to 100 fans.
It's got a tingly feeling.
Yeah, 100 fans, man.
I mean, we got some people that only watch on like Lightning Rush.
And Lightning Rush, Emily just tweeted me Lightning Rush. Did you mention it?
Yeah, I just said Lightning Rush.
Look at that. Look at that. Pay attention, Emily. I'm sorry.
No, she said it. She must have.
It was at the same time. It was at the exact same time. Yeah.
I was just doing like people who listen.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at our stats, pulling it up.
Okay.
I want to call some people out.
He's pulling it up, guys.
Let's just look at see how many people listened to our last episode. Shall we?
Where do you look that up? Podcast Garden?
Yeah.
There it was.
Nice.
That one felt good. That one was a hot burp, but it felt good. I got a little bit of a headache.
Oh yeah,
a little bit of an achy noggin
on that one, or
no? It's just in general. That'll be fine. I'll drink more.
It takes a little while for the visitor count to. I think this might be just people who click on. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you know? Oh, damn it. What else is? Did we talk a few weeks back about Ozzie Newsome retiring?
5
what
people.
What the fuck?
We had 5 listens from our last week's podcast.
Oh, hey. Anyway, did you know that Ozzie Newsome, like one of the greatest general managers ever to manage a team for the Ravens, is no longer the general manager of the Ravens? This was a few weeks back.
I feel like I did know that.
I can't remember if we talked about it on the show or cast of many pods.
I mean, I have notes. I'm sure I would have mentioned that in my notes somewhere.
I was thinking about that the other day while I was showering, among other things.
About what? Ozzie Newsome?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
No, is that where you're...
Yeah, I was talking about Ozzie Newsome. I don't have it in the news. Really?
I have a boatload of news.
Well, what are you doing then?
I was trying to see if we talked about it.
Why the fuck are you looking up numbers right now? Ozzie Newsome.
Because you said, I was like, I could look that up, and you're like,
I was only talking because you were like, I'm going to find out how many people were listening to us last week instead of talking about the news.
I don't give a shit about that. Tom Brady had a laser pointer in his face.
Yes, he did. He did.
NFL is investigating.
Yeah.
NFL may make the pass interference call reviewable next year. They're talking about it.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Mm-hmm.
I think so. Like, it's a slippery slope. If they add it, then it means that's more fucking time on the. If they do that, then they have to get away. They have to get rid of some commercial breaks. Because that means the games are going to be longer. Because you know how many pass interference calls there are?
Yeah,
like,
but
they have to review all of them.
I don't think they would review it. They just make it able to be reviewed, so like people could throw the challenge flag, right?
But then if you don't have a flag, then really someone can throw a challenge flag whenever they want. And be like, there's pass interference.
You only get 2 challenges.
Yeah, but then in the case of Sunday's game where that was pass interference, blatant pass interference, and then it wasn't called,
right?
I would have been super pissed. But then but also that's kind of football. There are blown calls, and then there are makeup calls for it, and there are blown calls all over the place. Well, humans are fallible.
Well, the thing is someone throws a challenge flag on one where they're both like hand fighting and this and that, and someone or whatever, they're such bang plays. Like, if you reviewed it and let's say it was a catch for a touchdown or a drop, I don't know. I think there's just too much what am I trying to say? Like, pass interference calls, sometimes they're like fighting each other and nothing gets called. Sometimes one guy's fighting the other guy and it does get called. Sometimes the wrong guy gets called on it. It's like, it's too much. There's too much to look at for that to be reviewed. Like, because if they look at it and both of them are fighting each other and they go through a challenge flag on it, what do? You just be like, no, they're both fighting. Like, what's the line?
I don't think they should review it. For the Saints fans who are just like, this is the thing that lost them the game, I could say that, yes, but they were also up 13-14 nothing for a full quarter or two or whatever. They couldn't maintain that lead. They couldn't keep the lead up. They lost the lead, and then they came back, but then they ultimately lost the game. So
Drew Brees threw an interception. That wasn't the game that wasn't the play that ended the game. From personal experience, the Cowboys game where Dez Bryant caught it, but then they're like, not a catch, and then later said it caught it, but that was the one thing that lost them the game. No, it wasn't. Like, DeMarco Murray fumbled earlier in the game. Mm-hmm. People didn't catch some balls that needed to be caught, and then that happened. It's not just the one thing that makes a team lose a game. It's a combination of things. Yes, this was kind of bullshit, and it's good that the NFL came out right away and said, hey, they got this call wrong. But I think it's also going to be one of those things where they say they're going to start reviewing PIs. I don't think it'll actually happen. I don't think they should. I mean, first of all, New Orleans fans are just whining uncontrollably about this.
Well, because they have a 40-year-old quarterback, and they thought, I get it. They probably think that this was his last opportunity.
2009 NFC Championship game, Bountygate. You fuckers did the same thing to us, all right? Yeah. And we had a 43-year-old quarterback who it ended up being his last season. 43? I don't know. He was 40 something. He was
like 39 or 40.
No, he was in.
Because I thought Brady was the oldest. I thought he was the oldest starting quarterback. Hey Siri, how old was Brett Favre when he? Oh, hey Siri apparently doesn't fucking work.
Hey Google, how old is Brett Favre?
49 years old.
Yeah, so that would have been 9 years ago, technically.
10 years ago.
Well, no, because
9 years ago. Yeah,
like when he played it.
So 40.
So he would have been 40, yeah. So he was 40 years old. I
can't believe that was 9 years ago.
And it was Bountygate, and you guys hit him high, hit him low, did all these other things. There was a bullshit pass interference call in that game against Ben Lieber. There was nothing. And it sucked. It sucked a lot. And I still don't like you for it. Mostly Sean Payton.
Yeah, I get it.
And nobody on that team was there. First of all, except for Drew Brees.
And he's a saint.
Yeah, but Drew... Yeah, literally.
Oh, shit.
He sure is, Nick. He sure is.
Oh, that was a fucking accident, and it worked out beautifully.
They won the Super Bowl that year, and Sean Payton had to step out a year. A year! Mm-hmm. So they know they cheated.
Yeah.
They know it. They suspended him for a year. And Drew Brees, now, he does great things, but he's like, no, I didn't even know that was going on. Bullshit. You knew what was going on. So...
they were all in the same locker room.
I still like him, and plus it's his team. He's the quarterback of that team. He knows what goes on in the whatever. But like, did the Vikings did they open a lawsuit?
Are you talking to my wife at the exact same time?
Anguish,
Emily just texted
emotional
me.
Trauma.
Emily, no, shut up.
Claiming loss of enjoyment of life and distrust for the game.
Right as you started this thing, Emily texted me, don't forget that Saints fans are suing Goodell, and then emotional trauma and all that, right as you were saying emotional trauma.
Yeah, well, she told me about
Emily just fucking planned this?
No.
We're going to get Nick.
She said she did tell me about that, though.
I know, I was fucking standing there.
Well, then you should know.
But I'm just saying, like, she seems to just be like, oh, they haven't gotten there. I'm going to talk about this. But then you guys are so fucking in sync. Are you, like, texting about it? Is she reminding you?
Hey, my phone's over there by you.
This is fucking crazy.
First of all, I think it's probably because we work too close to each other.
Yes. So we're both in agreement that Emily should not be working in our office.
Whoa.
I'm kidding.
And they, by the way, in this lawsuit, they demand a pre-Super Bowl hearing.
A what?
A pre-Super Bowl hearing, and they want the game to be replayed. First of all, there's a bananas rule in the rule book saying that Goodell has the power to make them replay the game.
Goodell has the power of determining the outcome of a game too.
That's crazy.
He can say that this team he can say no. This pass interference call happened. The Saints actually are going to go to the Super Bowl. He has the power to do that.
Let's just say, for instance.
So, like, if Trump were the NFL commissioner, he would have done that.
Oh, yeah, probably. Well, he would have tweeted he would have done it, but then...
Except he would have had the Patriots go to the Super Bowl versus the Patriots, so the Patriots win.
What would have happened is, let's just say, for the sake of saying, that in that game, Drew Brees pulls out a gun and shoots...
The Last Boy Scout.
Jared Goff in the face.
Have you seen The Last Boy Scout?
I have, but it's a long time ago.
That's how the movie fucking opens.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The movie opens with a football player like running, and I think he's looking at the scoreboard or something because you see people on the sideline, you know he's like in trouble with something, and he's running, and he pulls a fucking gun out of his pants and shoots a player in the fucking head, and then like the game, and like so like something about betting or whatever.
Weird. So yeah, in that case, like Roger Goodell might be like, "Hey, Rams win." The quarterback got shot in the face by the other team.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not going to happen. And then they got a guy who's like a car dealer or some crap who 16 billboards in the Atlanta area where the Super Bowl's being played, and said like NFL blew it and BLEAUX or whatever the piss they always do with their EW sounds, and like it's horrible. They're being whiny bastards about it. And by the way, I think it's hilarious.
If you guys don't know, Jesse hates them and thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah, well, I hate Sean Payton.
Yeah.
He's like, this is the second time karma's caught up to him via the Vikings. The first one was the Minneapolis Miracle.
How was this one via the Vikings?
Because it was the same thing. It was a blown calls that cost him the NFC Championship games. They beat us to go there, and now they got beat. And last year it was the Minneapolis Miracle, where and that was instant karma, which was beautiful. When Sean Payton turned around and started to the Minnesota crowd and started doing the mock skull chant to him like a jerk. Minneapolis Miracle. Go home, you fuck.
Did you...
New Orleans will not win. Sorry. New Orleans will not win the Super Bowl with Sean Payton as the head coach. It's my prediction.
I don't know if they're going to get this close again.
And I think that the way the mentality that he gives their team is toxic.
I think Drew Brees is still playing really well, but he started to decline a little bit towards the end of the season.
You think so?
I did. Too. And he did. His numbers show it. I still have him like winning a particular award this season that we'll cover later.
Comeback Player of the Year?
Yes. Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, nice. It's a good one.
Over Van Der Esch.
Yeah. Anyway, that was my rant on Saints. I'm sorry, Saints fans. It's nothing personal to you. Well, it was kind of, but I mean, like, Sean Payton is my big problem.
I don't think people step back enough and look at the two teams that were playing in the NFC Championship game. And one team has just an all-around good dude. It appears to be good dude, Drew Brees, and a kind of a young team around him. But then, honestly, a dirtier coach than, like, people think Belichick is dirty and evil or whatever. I'd put Sean Payton as on one of the top of the list of dirty people.
I would as well.
Again, as you mentioned earlier, he was banned for a year because he gave players more money to hurt other players.
Yeah. It was Greg Williams.
He also got banned
except for he's the head coach.
Yes. And so you got that, and then on the other side of the ball, you've got Aqib Talib, one of the dirtiest corners in the league. You've got Marcus Peters, who's just a fucking scumbag.
Dude, we switched teams, though.
The Rams. On the other side of the ball. I'm talking about the NFC Championship game. You've got Ndamukong Suh, who has a history of like stomping on players and shit. Uh-huh. And then I'm going to say, and then you just got a douchebag in Jared Goff.
Not a Goff fan.
I'm not a Goff fan.
I like Todd Gurley.
I do like.
I like Aaron Donald.
I like Todd Gurley and Aaron Donald. Yeah.
Dante Fowler is kind of an asshole too.
Yeah, from what I've seen. Yeah, over on shit. Yeah, he's kind of an asshole.
I don't know. Brandon Cooks is good.
I don't think I like Sean McVay all that much.
I'm not sure if I do either.
Excuse me. He just seems really arrogant.
Yeah, he's definitely arrogant.
And he also coached for the Redskins, so I hate him a little bit there.
But I wanted them to win that game because the Saints.
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, I did want Drew Brees to win. To be honest, I do want Drew Brees to win a Super Bowl. I really do, but
no,
not with them. Like, yeah, maybe with someone else.
What?
I don't know.
Let's move on to the other game.
Okay. I mean, by the way, both these games were awesome.
Yeah.
They were freaking money. I mean, just the one game I really want. I really wanted. Okay, so my buddy Smitty was at the game, and Snowman is a Chiefs fan, so it sucks, man. I'm sorry that they lost. I was rooting for them, but yeah, didn't work out.
I felt bad. I think it was a Clete Blakeman or whatever was the ref of that game. I don't know. I felt bad for him because in the fourth quarter there were so many penalties that were like that really could have gone either way for they made the right calls for them.
I think they did maybe blow a couple, but I think they went back and forth blowing the calls.
Yeah, I don't think I think the Patriots deserved to win that game. They outplayed the Chiefs.
I do think that like a lot, some of that had to do with. I think it took a little bit for Mahomes to calm down and like get into the groove, which is understandable. He's a second-year quarterback playing in the AFC
first
Championship.
Year actually starting and playing.
Yeah,
really.
I mean, of course.
There is. I don't know if it's me just being a Cowboys fan, but there is something really fun about watching Andy Reid always implode in the playoffs or this time of season.
Boo-wops.
Oh, call out to the boo-wops. Look at that.
Shout out to the boo-wops.
Like, oh man, I like Andy Reid, but it always kind of cracks me up that people are always like, oh yeah, this is our fucking year, this is our year. Yeah. And then like they always play the Patriots or they always play somebody that can't get past. They just
run into a brick wall, yeah. It does suck though because I want that's another person that I want to win the Super Bowl is Andy Reid.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for him. But it does. But so now we're at the Patriots and Rams, and I really want to see Tom Brady win a sixth Super Bowl because I think that if he wins, we won't have to see him or Gronk play another game. Because wouldn't you retire if you win a sixth Super Bowl? No one will ever beat that fucking record. I mean, maybe someone will. But
there's a stat that I was saving for next week, but I'll say it anyway. There's another Brady record on the line in the Super Bowl, and that's most losses in a Super Bowl. Jim Kelly has 4 with Buffalo when he lost those 4 in a row or whatever. And Tom Brady, John Elway, and Fran Tarkenton are all tied with 3 apiece. So there's another record that he could tie.
But he's got to have the one for most wins.
Most Super Bowl appearances. I don't know about that one. Belichick and Brady as a coach quarterback duo have 9 Super Bowls together. Dallas as a team has 8. Pittsburgh 8. Denver 8. The Patriots have 11 now.
Yeah.
So they have 11 total, but Brady and Belichick themselves have more than teams.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, once again, we're going to enter this discussion of greatest quarterback of all time.
It's Tom Brady. There's no discussion.
It's Tom Brady. It is never anyone else but Tom Brady. The man has 9. The man has 5 Super Bowl rings. He's playing. He's going to be playing for his 6th. He's never had a stellar all-star team around him like the Rams right now.
Right.
Like that's why I want the Patriots to win, because it's like they've got a rookie running back who's if he's healthy, he's good.
Yeah.
Honestly, if they win this game, I think it's going to be because of Sony Michel, and Sony Michel will win the MVP.
Yeah.
Of the game, like, because he's been running lights out. He's been the best back in the playoffs.
I feel like they won't use him then.
No.
Like with James White, maybe they'll start using
probably him and Rex Burkhead.
Or Rex Burkhead. Yeah, like that's just the Patriot way. Like that's they do something that works and then abandon it. Like
Belichick just knows how to outcoach teams.
Yeah, like people try to scheme for them, but it's hard to scheme for them because they change constantly.
Yeah.
Tony Romo was calling that game, and they scored or something, or got a first down on a third down, something weird in that game, and Tony Romo was like, I bet you nobody has seen that offensive formation for like 10 years. I'm like, wow,
love that
Romo
was calling the Super Bowl. He got so many fucking play calls right.
Well, awesome. that was like all the rage. People were talking about it, how Romo was just like, all right, so and so's over here and he's covered, and if he's not going to be covered, then they're going to throw right here to Edelman. Boom, Edelman.
Yeah,
and it's like, all right, if Gronk is out here and they put him out wide and he's just going to be there, and if the safety falls back, they're going to go to Gronk. Boom, Gronk. And it's just like, good lord.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It's kind of awesome, but at the same time, it's like, geez, man, just let us watch the game. It's like that annoying friend that's already seen the movie before, you're watching it.
It came out that he was approached by like a few teams this past season to play for them. They approached him with contracts.
Romo? Weird. I wonder who those were.
A team approached Matt Hasselbeck to come out of retirement.
That's
a contender.
That's dumb.
Yes.
A contender. The only thing I
could think of, maybe like Seattle as a backup or something.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. By the way, Hasselbeck dropped off considerably in his last year or so. He was not good at the end.
Yeah.
Why would he be good now? You think he's like working out and practicing and like, no. You know who is though? Gary Barnidge.
Yes.
For all of you NFL scouts that are out there listening to this. You got some NFL team out there. There's 32 of them. There's at least one who just deep dives into NFL podcasts, and just randomly picks one up and listens to this episode, and then goes, oh shit, Gary Barnidge is still out there. Let's pick him up. So there we go. What were we talking about? Oh, I want to talk to you about this because let's talk about this because we're talking about the Patriots. Did you see that video of Edelman yelling at Tom Brady? You're too fucking old.
Yeah.
To pump him up.
Seemed to work.
Yeah, apparently.
I don't remember which play it was, but I sent you a text message after it happened saying that like Brady can still make plays, man.
Mm-hmm. That's what he does.
It was for a touchdown. Yeah, I mean, like that's why it's like he could play next season. If I were him, I wouldn't.
If he won it's just like you don't. That's crazy. Maybe he wants
go
10.
out on top if you win the Super Bowl.
Maybe he wants all 10.
It's fucking possible.
He could have it. If he won every one he was in, he'd have 9 right now.
God, that would have been cool.
Going back to the GOAT conversation, it's like he's playing in his 9th damn Super Bowl. And there's discussion whether him or Aaron Rodgers is the greatest of all time. That's not a conversation.
We've had this conversation before, I know,
multiple times,
and we always
it annoys me. It just keeps coming up in my brain.
Honestly, what I hate that people don't really acknowledge is that look at their fucking contract demands. Brady has never been the fucking quarterback or team or player on the Patriots to say, I need to get paid this much money. I need to be paid the most money. Aaron Rodgers is paid the most money on that team, and it's shown. They have no offensive linemen. They have hardly any offensive weapons around him.
All their wide receivers are basically rookies. The
defense are rookies.
75% of them are rookies. Yeah, their corners are all their defensive backs are all rookies.
And he's good, yeah, but they also drafted him in the first round. Fucking Tom Brady was a 6th round draft pick,
and that's the thing too. Aaron Rodgers was touted as a great, and he's got a chip on his shoulder because he dropped down to like 14 or something. Yeah. Probably not even that far, and he was the last one in the green room or whatever. Tom Brady was drafted in the 6th effing round, and he wasn't even supposed to be
He's been in 9 Super Bowls.
He wasn't even supposed to be a good prospect. Yeah. He just was. Yeah. He just is a good football. I mean, the best quarterback of all time.
Yeah. Also, I think he's a good dude. I was getting so much flack from Danielle and Dan on Sunday because I was rooting for Brady. And they're just like, oh, he's terrible. I hate him. We hate him, guys, because we're jealous of him.
No, we hate him because he's so successful. Yes. That's why people don't like the Patriots, because they're so successful.
Yes. Danielle, you don't really have anything to be upset about because Andrew Luck is coming back. First time he goes down with an injury, you should be really concerned, though.
I would be concerned.
Because he'll be gone for a year, maybe 2.
Well, he's got a little bit of the brittle bones juice running through his veins.
We have not talked about the brittle bones juice in sometime.
No, it's been a while. A little bubble juice.
Yeah.
I don't see. I just okay. Rodgers was back this season. Mm-hmm. They didn't make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. They didn't make the playoffs last year. He wasn't there. Great. What's the problem? Rodgers isn't there. He's back this year. Didn't make the playoffs.
Oh, but it's Mike McCarthy's fault.
And he was a little dinged up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Calm.
So there are reports that Rodgers would take McCarthy's play calling. Mike McCarthy, who has won a Super Bowl and coached the team for 13 seasons, would take that play, go to the huddle and say, we're actually going to do this play. That's not going to work for Matt LaFleur. A young coach, young first coach, and then Aaron Rodgers, who's going to change plays.
Aaron Rodgers is going to tell him to cram it up his cram hole.
Cram LaFleur.
I can't wait to say that all next year when they lose.
Yep. Hey, we've got to be 40-some minutes into this podcast. We should probably do the juicies which means we're going to have to skip over Pro Bowl shit.
That's fine.
We got really into ripping Aaron Rodgers down.
And whoa.
I had a bubble in my throat.
By the way, New Orleans cornerback P.J. Williams got a DUI this morning.
Oh.
It's his second. His other one was in 2015.
Good thing he's not going to the Super Bowl, stupid bitch.
Reuben Foster's... Washington's not expecting Reuben Foster to get suspension, so free Reuben Foster for them.
Yeah, his girlfriend dropped the charges again.
Yeah. Cincinnati hired former Oakland quarterback coach Brian Callahan as offensive coordinator. And Marwan Malouf was hired as the Vikings special teams coordinator. Apparently he's been a special teams assistant in various places.
The Cowboys fired Scott Linehan in a glorious day.
Did we not?
It was a Friday.
Oh.
We had not talked about it.
I didn't even have that listed.
Apparently internal hirings are going to be what happens because that's I guess what they need. They brought in John Kitna to be the quarterback coach, and Kellen Moore is likely to be the offensive coordinator.
Nick, that reminds me. That's what I wanted to ask you when we got off track. Oh boy,
what's that?
Oh boy, I wanted to ask you.
Seems excited, guys.
There's a report that Cole Beasley said that the front office decides who gets the ball, not the coaching staff, the front office, a.k.a. Jerrifus Jones.
He released a tweet recently clarifying his remarks.
Oh, I'm sure. Because the front office also controls their social media.
Well, it's also because the front office came out and said, talked about saying that they have no control of that. It's all they don't control what wide receivers are thrown to. Blah blah blah. So he tweeted out, "Some are misunderstanding my point. Every team's game plan in pro sports is dictated by the front office. Big free agent additions, high draft picks, etc., are going to get the most ops. And I'm not mad at that. LOL. I just want to help my team win. All good players want the rock. Fuck you, Cole Beasley." I'm super excited he's a free agent because he doesn't really do that much, and we could have a younger slot guy for
well,
cheaper.
You did. You had Switzer and you gave him to Pittsburgh.
That's true, but now we got Tavon Austin that we'll maybe fucking use for that shit.
But he's a running back.
He's a wide receiver.
I can't it wasn't even. It was 3 years ago that he just got paid a boatload of money.
Beasley?
No, Tavon Austin.
Yeah, he got way overpaid by Fisher. It was a boatload of
money. Yeah, Fisher paid him.
Yeah.
It was funny because Fisher paid him when they were on Hard Knocks, because I remember. And then that was the first year that they moved to L.A. And then Fisher got fired. Sean McVay came in, and that was... So they've been in L.A. now for 3 years, which is why St. Louis fans hate that they're in the Super Bowl. Well, yeah, they abandoned St. Louis, went to L.A., and now they're in the Super Bowl. They got good. They fired Fisher, built a super team, or bought a super team, and then...
but honestly, after this season, I don't think the Rams are going to be good again for a while.
Well, see, they're saying that they built an offense around building, or they built an offense that would hide Jared Goff's flaws. So if they can just continue to do that, I mean, they got Todd Gurley. It's always going to be good, even though he's ineffective right now.
CJ Anderson's been out playing him.
Yeah, he hasn't been good. He can't get going.
Oof. Let's do the fucking
Juicies.
Oh, shit. Wait. Nope.
You're going from the side.
I'm going to deep throat in the bottle. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Let's do this shit.
All right. Who's your comeback brother?
Hey guys, so my comeback player of the year is Andrew O'Differous Luck.
That's who mine is as well. I have Andrew O'Differous Luck.
After not playing for a season and a half, he came back and just fucking led the league in yardage and not touchdowns. That was Mahomes, I think.
I don't know if
I'm probably making this shit up. Anyway, Luck had a fucking outstanding season.
You had pre-juice or mid-juices.
Are we talking about mid-juices?
No. I'm just saying what we had. Yeah.
Oh.
What we had. I'll just go back.
Cool. Mid-juices?
I don't want to go all the way to the first
mid-juices
juices.
is good.
I had Deshaun Watson, and you had J.J. Watt.
Oh.
J.J. Watt's always on that list.
Yeah. Yeah, he won't be next season.
No, he won't. Coach of the year. You got Sliz.
Not to. Who's your comeback player of the year?
Andrew Luck.
Okay. Not to keep going with the Colts, but Frank Reich. Is that not right?
I thought you alluded to someone else earlier.
No. You had talked about Matt Nagy or Sean McVay, but
at work. I picked Andrew Reid.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Interesting.
Because he still took him there with a second-year quarterback that people were like, what? Early on. They lost Kareem Hunt right before the playoffs and still won a game.
But they struggled, though.
Yeah, they struggled, but they still won. They still won, and they got in, and
I went with Frank Reich because he wasn't their first pick. He came in after Josh McDaniels bailed.
Yep.
He came in, wasn't sure that Andrew Luck was even going to play.
Right.
And he still took the team to the playoffs.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that pick. That's a great pick.
And you mentioned Matt Nagy. I would put Frank Reich over Matt Nagy because Matt Nagy had a better roster to work with, I think. And also, they got beat by the Eagles in the first round of the playoffs. Where Luck beat the Texans.
Yeah, but who would you rather play, the Texans or the Eagles in the playoffs?
Eagles.
Not me. Not Nick Foles led frickin'
Cowboys beat
bullshit.
the Eagles twice. Nick Foles is a punk.
Yeah, well, hey, we beat the Eagles.
Yeah. Yes, you did
this year. Not in the playoffs last year, but I still don't know what the fuck happened there. But anyway, I like that pick. It's a good pick. I do like Matt Nagy. The most improved team statistically with wins was Chicago.
Would have to be the Bears, huh?
Yeah. In Indianapolis is got 6 wins better, but Chicago had 7 wins better. Okay. So, spoiler alert.
So who's your coach of the year?
Andy Reid.
Oh shit! You already said that. You said Andrew Reid. Yeah.
Yeah. Offensive Rookie of the Year.
So this is a toss-up. I know who it's probably gonna be, but I hate the Giants. So it's probably gonna be Saquon Barkley. But it could be Barkley or Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, it could be Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield had a solid. I'm gonna pick Baker Mayfield. Okay. Saquon Barkley had a really good season, yes, but Baker Mayfield fucking uplifted the city of Cleveland to believe in football once again.
Mm-hmm. They actually had a record that was just a shade under the Vikings.
They had a chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah. You know who I picked? You won't even believe it. I'm going against the grain on this one because I don't think that they get enough credit, and I think the reason why. One of the biggest reasons why we can say that Andrew Luck is the comeback player of the year is because of Quentin Nelson.
I forgot about Quentin Nelson.
Offensive lineman.
Yes.
But they'll never give it to an offensive lineman. No, they won't
because he's an offensive lineman.
But he was a monster, and he was awesome.
Didn't he get elected to the Pro Bowl, too?
I think so.
Did
Baker Mayfield? I don't think so. Although Saquon Barkley.
I think Barkley did. Anyway,
but they'll never give it to an offensive lineman, which I think is a Travis Tree.
I mean, they might. I mean, you never know, man. I doubt it, but they might.
Yeah, they won't. But I think he totally deserves it. Beast. And after seeing how like an offensive lineman can make or break your team personally this year, like that to me, if we had someone, we did have a great rookie offensive lineman actually in Brian O'Neill, but if we had someone like Quentin Nelson, it would have been.
Colts are probably only going to develop and get better offensive linemen, and they'll be. See, there we go, right there. AFC, you got another AFC contender. So the Chiefs and the Colts, and maybe the Steelers, maybe the Jaguars. Ugh.
Jaguars, I don't know, man.
It's not going to be the Jets with that crazy-eyed bastard at the helm.
Yeah, that was awesome.
If anybody hasn't seen his press conference, check it out.
It's crazy. He does it.
It's weird. Have you seen the video on YouTube with him chasing the dancing taco?
No,
with his eyes.
I have not seen
it's
that.
It's pretty good.
I want to see that. It's awesome. Defensive Rookie of the Year.
I'm wearing my man's jersey right now. Leighton Vander Esch. Linebacker for the Dallas fucking Cowboys. He was everywhere this year. He led the team in tackles. He's solid. I think it's going to be a toss up between him and Darius Leonard.
That's my pick.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Darius Leonard was fucking solid this year too.
I have a lot of Colts on this.
So do I.
Well, the only Colt I haven't picked so far has been Frank Reich, and you picked him.
Yeah, yeah.
Good Lord.
Danielle's gonna be super fucking excited about this goddamn podcast. I'm so vulgar.
Yeah, you are being very vulgar.
Damn. It's because the champagne's flowing.
Yeah, brah. I see you bitches enjoying my sparkling wine.
Oh, shit.
Be careful, that shit'll get you fucked up, bitch.
It's like no other.
Sparkling wine. Look, offensive player of the year, quick.
Okay.
Before we go down the rabbit hole.
Boy, the horse tricked the bottle. Fuck the cow.
Fuck the cow.
Oh, fuck. Offensive player of the year. Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, so I'm tinkering with some stuff, but I'm gonna go Patrick Mahomes as the offensive player of the year.
The person that I wanted, the only pick that I picked that I didn't actually think would win, but I picked anyway, was Quentin Nelson. The rest of mine I think will win, and I do not think that Patrick Mahomes will. Spoiler alert. Not win the MVP.
I think he'll win the MVP, but I have.
I know who I would want to win
MVP.
Mm-hmm. My offensive player of the year is Drew Brees.
See, we're gonna have these switched, aren't we?
We are gonna have these.
Yeah. See, and I'm picking our next. No, this defensive player of the year is our next. But yeah, I have Mahomes for my offensive player of the year. Yeah, we're totally having our offensive MVP switched.
We are. Defensive,
fine.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't think I would want Drew Brees to win it, to be honest.
I want Drew Brees to win MVP,
but he won't.
He won't. The Associated Press has pretty much already released it. Like 2 weeks ago, they released pretty much already that
he
it
was like
Mahomes.
Way in the lead.
Yeah.
Well, Drew Brees was in the lead there for a little bit, but then at the end of the year, Patrick Mahomes
petered off a little bit, and then Mahomes went off.
Peter. A defensive player of the year, I have Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald as well, yeah.
I had still Mac. I mean, people are running away with Aaron Donald, but I'm like, Khalil Mack, when he wasn't in, the team wasn't good. When he was in, the team killed it.
I just don't think they look at that shit. Like, that's why, you remember what, a couple of seasons ago, people were like, Tony Romo should be MVP because look at the Cowboys with him and without him. Last year, Andrew Luck should be MVP because look at the Colts with him and without him.
Right, yeah.
Well,
but I mean, Khalil Mack played well. I mean, he missed a couple games there and they didn't do well. But I mean, when he was in there, he was killing it. He's unstoppable.
I'm surprised the Rams didn't try to get Khalil Mack.
Yeah, right. No kidding. Well, they didn't want to give up their first round draft picks. So yeah, that leaves us with league MVP, which you have Brees and I have Mahomes. Yeah.
Which either one would be solid. It'll be one of those two. It'll be Mahomes, but
yeah. Super Bowl winner. Who do you think? Wait. We shouldn't say this because
we should probably hold off on this.
Yeah.
Because then what the fuck are we going to talk about next?
Yeah, exactly. We'll talk about the Pro Bowl. Yeah. Finally. There'll be enough news and stuff. Anyway, the surprise team, most improved.
Some might say the Browns, but I went with the Colts as the most surprised team. I did not expect them to do what they did.
I picked the Bears. Bottom, because they were bottom of the barrel. It's the same situation as Colts, honestly, because Colts went to the top of their... Or no, they were second to last in their division, and the Texans were actually the last in their division. And
last year,
yeah, that AFC division flipped completely because the Jags were on the bottom, and then Tennessee.
Texans were worse than the Colts last season?
Yeah, no, okay. It went like this. It was Jaguars, Tennessee, the Colts, Houston. That was it.
Huh.
Houston was dead last because Deshaun Watson went down like week 4.
Yeah.
And then this year it flipped completely opposite. It was Houston, Indianapolis, Tennessee and Jags. Yeah. Jeez. Which is crazy. So technically Chicago and Houston improved the most with 7 games. 7 games over last season. They went from 4 wins to 11. Cleveland and Indianapolis went up 6. So you were fine when what you said. Because Cleveland won 6 and they won 0 last year. So my pick is actually the Bears. I just put all those stats in there.
Okay.
So yours was Colts.
Yeah.
What about the dumpiest team, the worst team? They went from being all right to being just the worst.
The Arizona Cardinals. I think they're the worst team in football.
Yeah, Arizona. There's 3 teams that. There's 3 teams. Here, do you want me to pause this quick?
I don't know. I have to pee, guys. It's happening.
I'm pausing it. 3, 2, 1, pause. While he's making his urines, I'll talk to you on the video board. It's me. It's Jesse. No one usually watches these on YouTube, so I think it'll be fine. But I'll if you want some hot, if smelling corks is what you're into, then you can consider this pornography. Because I'm smelling this cork. It's got an essence of apple. That's interesting. I'm gonna drink some of this. I finished it. All right, that's fun. For those of you that don't know, I am a Sagittarius. I would say I like long walks on the beach, but I live in Iowa and there's 6 inches of snow outside, and the closest beach I live to is the beach of a river, and that sucks. Okay. Hey, there's Nick. Basically what I did while you were gone is I did some cork porn.
Some cork porn?
Yeah, I started sniffing this cork. I said, those of you who are into cork porn, this is a free sample.
Okay. Well, I'm back, and
all right,
bladder is empty.
I'll do 3, 2, 1, and we'll go back in again. Actually, I'll just go back in again, whatever. And we're back.
Hey!
Nick has a unfull blad.
Yes, it's empty. I tinked.
The what's the opposite of imploding? Exploding? You can call him Vlad the Exploder. Oh God, there was a joke in there.
What's Vlad the
Blad.
Exploder?
It was Blad. Blad the Exploder. I forgot what the beginning of that joke was.
That's not good.
That's fine. Dumpy team, you said Arizona.
Yeah.
And I was just about to say that there are 3 teams that have that were tied for technically the worst record, like the worst drop. And they were all 5 games. Jacksonville, Arizona, Minnesota.
Oh shit! So yeah. Minnesota, your dumpy team?
That stings. No, it's not my dumpy team. You son of a bitch! I'll kill you. I will kill you.
What's your dumpy team?
I don't know. Fucking Jacksonville. I don't know.
They would be a surprise team, I think.
Next year?
No, a surprise team. Like nobody really was. People were surprised. I think that they were as bad as they were.
I was surprised that they were as bad as they were. I mean, it was the same team.
Yeah.
I think maybe just like Blake Bortles caught up with them and Fournette's injury.
Yeah.
And apparently there's talks. I mean,
yeah, Fournette was out like the first 10 weeks of the season.
Fournette is almost on the verge of being like let go.
I saw
like
that, but then
traded.
Marone said that he and the organization are in a good place now.
Okay. Well, he was being a troublemaker, apparently.
This was within the last week or 2, I think.
Good. Good for him. Good for him. It's hard not to say Arizona, though, because Arizona sucks.
They do.
They have David Johnson, which makes me angry. It's almost like when Minnesota had Adrian Peterson and didn't do shit the whole time.
Yeah.
And they have Josh Allen. And Josh Allen, I don't think he's going to be good.
Oh, yeah. Josh
Rosen.
Yeah, Josh Allen is with the...
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be good
Bills.
either. But I don't like Rosen. It just... Maybe, he needs time to develop, but they drafted him in the first round. Yeah. I think it was one of those scenarios where they reached, and I don't think he's going to be that good. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
So check this out. At Mid Juicy's, I predicted every AFC division winner correctly.
Yeah.
You did too, except for you thought the Bengals were going to win instead of the Ravens.
Why the fuck did I think that?
I think they were doing good back then. NFC, you were good, except for you picked the Vikings. Honest mistake.
Who
would have picked the Bears, first of all? And the Vikings were still in the running at that point.
That's where I guess I could say Matt Nagy being the coach of the year is really no one expected.
Yeah, they went from the bottom of the division to the top. It was insane, and they won 7 games better than last year.
I still don't think Trubisky's a good quarterback. I don't think he's going to be a good quarterback. I think he's gonna. I honestly think he's I think he's gonna be a polished Cutler.
I think he's in the Jared Goff range. They just do enough. And play the right kind of plays to cover his flaws.
Goff's been playing better.
Trubisky
doesn't like. I'd be curious to see what Trubisky's numbers were on the season, because I think the Bears were only good because of Cohen and that defense, like their run game and
Jordan
that defense.
Howard, and let's see, what else were we talking about? And I was wrong on the Vikings, obviously, and I picked the Redskins to win the East instead of the Cowboys.
Oh, screw! Did I still pick the Cowboys?
You did.
Wow.
But no one would have predicted that.
No.
You just did because you did.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised.
Regular season, Trubisky had 3,223 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions.
So, I feel like, so he's like a middle of the pack quarterback, right?
Yeah, sure.
Nothing outstanding there. Or 15 other quarterbacks I'd put ahead of him.
Jared Goff had 4,688, 32 touchdowns, and also 12 interceptions.
Yeah, better.
It is better.
Dak, what about Dak? Yeah, he's going to the Pro Bowl now somehow.
Yeah, alternates and stuff.
Yeah.
Dak had 3,885 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. That doesn't account for rushing yards and stuff. Trubisky had 600 less. Now let's, for the sake of argument, look up.
Would you rather have
Odiferous?
Would you rather have
Kaczynski,
Mitch Trubisky, or Dak Prescott as a quarterback?
Probably Dak Prescott.
Kirk
Cousins had 4,298 yards, 30 touchdowns, and only 10 interceptions.
That's not bad.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. People are giving him shit. He had 70.1
I didn't know he had
completions percentage and was a 99.7 rating.
Their defense was just a letdown this season, man.
It's a little worse. So get this. Dak Prescott had a 96.9, which is three ticks worse than Kirk Cousins, and Trubisky had a 95.4, which is freaking 4 worse. I mean, so he had a good season. It's just the defense, wasn't quite there. A running game was non-existent because of D. Phillips,
who's now the offensive coordinator for the Jags, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why people think the Foles train is gonna make its way now.
People all over the world join in for the Foles train. The Foles train.
We should probably wrap this up.
Yep. So someone's gonna get Foles and spend a lot for Foles, and Foles is going to bomb.
Talked to a kid we played basketball with the other day who's an Eagles fan, and I talked to him about the Carson Wentz Foles thing because this is, you don't know him.
Tyson?
No. We just started playing with him he showed up on Monday, and we saw the Carson Wentz report that apparently Wentz was an issue in the locker room.
He's not liked, but then there's reports saying that he's well liked.
And he's torn too because obviously they found a system for Foles that works perfectly,
much like Natalie Imbruglia.
And Wentz is often injured.
Yep. Is that your wife?
No.
Tell her I'll see her later. All right. Nothing?
Nothing.
No reaction? Do you hear what I said?
Yeah, I did.
What did I say?
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
And I did. Fonts.
What?
She probably stopped watching this thing a while ago.
Oh, yeah. Most deaf. Not watching.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, hey guys.
Was that your wife?
No.
But who was it?
A friend?
Did you text your wife? Oh. Anyway.
Tweet at us. Pro FB Juice. Hashtag Juice Nation. And Facebook.
What?
Facebook.
And Facebook. You can listen to us on Stitcher.
Or TuneIn Radio.
Google Play Music.
iTunes.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you can listen to us on.
Forget about it. You can watch old episodes and this episode on YouTube.
This fucking episode. Mm-hmm. And on Twitch, I guess, too.
Yeah, well, yeah, and watch us live every week, you bastards.
Email us at profootballjuice@gmail.com.
Yeah, brah. And thanks to Smoking Room Films.
And Arcadian Brewing.
And to Emily, not here.
And Brad. Being like, did you play Azure yet?
Yep. I did. It's actually still playing right now.
Oh,
yeah, I played it. Believe it. Thought of it. I played it.
So they're still watching. I'm still watching the podcast.
Uh-oh. We're still live.
Oh. Turn off my mic.
Mine's hot.
Got hot mic
Hot
over
mic.
here. Hot mic.
Hot mic. We're not talking to you, Mike. Stop being all big-headed about your dashing good looks.